Good morning, everybody. I have some good news. It is 67 degrees and raining outside, so we did it. We finally made it to fall. I am so happy to see some rain because it has been so hot for so long. She loves it when I open these. Look at her. Oh, you want to go outside? What is it? It's rain. Raining. Yeah, so Shelly just left for training like a minute ago. And Gucci's just doing her morning ritual. What, you wanna go outside? You would not like that. My plan. I'm gonna do my makeup again on the ground and film it because I had so much fun doing it last time and I just really feel like it, but I'm gonna make a cup of coffee first. This is Shelly's cup. You guys know the drill. Gonna grind the beans, and the beans of the moment are Topeka House Decaf. If you guys are on the market for a grinder, I highly recommend this one. I did a lot of research because I got this for Shelly's, I think it was an anniversary present a couple years ago. Last year actually, and I love it because it collects all the grinds in this little thing, which is super easy to pour or just do whatever you want with it. And you can choose the level of grind up here by just twisting the top, and it's nice because you can just turn it on and walk away. We used to have one where we had to like hold it down the whole time, so it's just super convenient. I also just wanted to mention, this is the strongest and the longest and just the best my nails have ever been. They're legit like steel, like I can't even bend them. They're amazing. The only thing I can like actually pin it down to is taking these biotin gummies, and they're for hair, skin, and nails. They have a lot of vitamin B, biotin, all that good stuff, but I get a really strong one and extra strength, and I take this every morning. I've been doing it since like January or February, and I'm telling you, like, you guys can't tell over camera, but my nails are on another level. This cat is always really interested in what we're doing over here. What is this? What are we making? Coffee. What's up, everybody? I always feel like a teacher on Zoom in the mornings. Good morning, everybody. So today I wanted to do my makeup on the ground again just because I enjoyed doing it last time, and I think you guys enjoyed watching it, I hope. So it won't be as long and rambly this time because I don't have as much to say, so I'll probably speed through most of it. So today I really wanted to do my makeup as good as I can because I wanted to film the jewelry video that I told you guys about, because I've just been accumulating a lot of jewelry lately and I really want to show you what I've gotten. So that should be up in the next couple days, if not maybe next week. So I'm hoping Shelly can help me film that. He got a brand new lens for his camera just a couple days ago, so I'm hoping maybe he can help me out with that. So I wanted just to get ready. I know I'm not going anywhere. It's raining, super cloudy, so I'm just gonna be stuck inside, but I do want to be productive. And because it is cloudy and super rainy, there's like no natural light coming in, so I did set up a lot of artificial lighting for this part of the video, so I'm sorry if it doesn't look very natural, but you know, we're doing what we can here. Anyways, I have my hair back. I like to put a headband in just while I'm doing my face makeup, just so that my little baby hairs aren't in the way. So I've already done a little light layer of foundation, the same stuff I did last time, and I just did a little bit of light concealer. So now I'm just gonna finish my face and then we can move on to something more fun. I am gonna use the same palette as last time. It's the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Super beautiful, all warm tones. You guys have seen this, it's beautiful. Brand new for me. It's been out for a while, but I just got it and I love it. Highly recommend if you guys like warm tones on your skin. I have no idea what look I'm gonna do. We'll just we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I had a really weird dream last night. I had a dream that I got like really sick, and not like in like a critical way, but I had like a really bad cold or something. And I woke up this morning and I was so scared that I was gonna be sick, but it was all a dream, and I'm hoping that I'm not like predicting my future or something. I like to use concealer to put a little extra coverage in the areas that I want it instead of doing a thicker layer of foundation, because I find that, you know, all of my face doesn't need a thick layer of foundation, so I don't really like to put it on if I don't have to. So we'll just do these areas. And you guys probably noticed in the last video that I don't use a primer on my face or on my eyes. Part of the reason is I just don't have one. But also I just find that concealer kind of works fine for my eyeshadow, and my face, I don't know, I just don't like to have a lot of layers of stuff on. So doing a primer is just another layer, and I don't like the feeling of it. But if it helps and it's good, then I will definitely try it. Some people don't like to set their whole face. They like to leave, you know, some parts dewy, but I find that when I'm filming like a sit down video, I don't really want to be like shining. It's a little distracting, and I don't know, I just don't like that look. So I'm kind of just going to be setting everything as good as I can. I'm a little skeptical about using my brushes now because I don't have that many. I just have like this little cup, but Gucci is obsessed with like the bristles. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't think they're real hair. I don't know what it is, but like she just steals them and just like kind of like rubs them on her face. So I kind of had to like kick her out of the living room. Sorry, Gooch. Ignore my lips. They always get foundation on them and then look really pale, but we'll come back to that at the end and put some color on. You guys know how I am. I need to get this out of the way because it's always the most stressful part. Oh, so Shelly and I finally watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix, and you guys have probably already watched it. It's the new documentary. I think Netflix produced it, but it's a new documentary that's just all about kind of how social media is like ruining the world and driving a bunch of democracies and other countries into basically catastrophe. So it's kind of hard to watch, but I think we all should be aware of how social media is polarizing us a lot more than normal. And it's just crazy because with the algorithm, like they talk about the algorithm briefly, but it's also kind of annoying because even the people that work there don't even know exactly what the algorithm is. But the algorithm, it basically drives you to see more of what you're already seeing and more of what you're engaging with. So it causes you to not see different opinions. So you never see the other side of whatever scenario or like subject you're reading about. You just see the side that you are on or that you're leaning towards. They just keep feeding you that. So we're just growing farther and farther apart, and nobody can see the other side, and nobody understands how anybody else is on the other side because they don't see the facts that they're getting. And I just thought that was crazy. And the craziest part about the whole documentary, I thought, and they interviewed people that, you know, that work at Google, that build the algorithms at Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. So they know what they're doing. They're the ones that designed it. And one guy said that he used to work at Google, and he said that depending on where you are, you're going to get different answers for your questions on Google. So if you type in what is climate change on Google, you're going to get a different answer depending on where you are. And I just think that's so messed up because, you know, if you're in a state that doesn't believe in climate change, you're going to get answer, you know, when you type in like what is climate change, a bunch of suggested like questions that are going to come up is like, is climate change a fraud? Is it a hoax? Like, did Bill Gates make it up? You know, all this stuff depending on where you are. But if you're in LA or California or something like that, a more like, I guess, progressive liberal area, you're going to see, you know, why is climate, or how is climate change taking over the world? Like, what can we do to change it? And I just think that's so messed up because like they keep saying like, well, it's not Google's responsibility to decide what truth is, but I think it's Google's responsibility to give us all an equal answer, you know, because that's causing us to be more polar. It's just insane. It's insane. Another thing that was really interesting, it was this woman, I think she was like a professor of some sort of social media capitalism or something, but she was saying basically social media and advertisers, these companies, they trade in human futures. So just like people trade in like oil futures and hay futures, they're trading in human futures. And it's really crazy if you think about it like that, because these platforms, like social media platforms, especially Facebook, they're basically guaranteeing to advertisers that they can make us feel a certain way and that they can pull us in a certain direction. So they're basically selling our future opinions to these advertising companies. And it's so weird. I don't know. It's just such a tricky topic, but it's really eye-opening when you see like former Facebook executives. He was a president, or he is the president, or was the president of Pinterest. You know, he worked at all of these social media companies really, really high up, and he's like terrified of social media now. He's so scared about his kids getting on it because he knows how addictive it is and how it can dictate your view of the world. And he doesn't even let his kids go on it, you know, after a certain time. And it just kind of makes you think. And I was like talking to Shelly about it. I was like, are we gonna have rules for our kids? Like, I think he said that he doesn't allow his kids to have social media until high school, which I think is so smart, because middle school is hard enough. That is a weird time. We don't need Instagram in middle school. But then again, all of their friends are gonna have them, you know? I mean, there's even people in elementary school that have Instagrams. So how do you tell your kid, no, you can't socialize with the other kids and do what they're doing? I kind of have a wide range of people that watch my videos, but if you have a kid, I'd really be interested to know how you regulate that, or if you do or if you don't. And if you are like in middle school or high school, like what is it like? Because we didn't have Instagram. When I was in middle school, Facebook was kind of becoming a thing, and it was kind of taking over MySpace. And then Instagram wasn't invented until I was in high school. I remember my brother downloaded the app and he thought it was just a photo editing app because there's the different filters. So we would edit photos and then we just had like this whole log of photos, and we didn't know that you're supposed to like look at each other's. We thought it was just for yourself to edit pictures, which is the funniest thing. But we didn't have this in middle school. And so I don't know. I guess I'm just interested to know if it's become like a staple in your life, if you wish it wasn't. But it's hard too for Shelly and I to watch documentaries and to really get on board with like bashing social media, because obviously he makes a living off of social media. I make YouTube videos and Instagrams. I don't really make a living off of it, clearly, but I do it and I support it, and I think it's a great way for people to get their business out there, get their talent out there. I think it's really, really helpful for entrepreneurs, but I see the problem with it. Anyways, on to something more positive. Bronzer, that's positive. So I don't need to do a lot of bronzer, obviously, because my body is not that tan. So we'll just do a tiny bit. This is where it's really easy to go overboard. Have restraint, Mimi. Restraint. It's nice to create a little bit of shadow under your jaw, but you also have to make sure you blend it. Are we even? The hardest part, I swear to God, about makeup is that there's two sides of the face. Okay, time to take that off. So I'm just putting like a base color. It's kind of like my skin tone all over the eyes. I'm probably gonna do the red tones again, but do it a little bit differently and more dramatic for the video. Right when Gucci came to my lap, of course my camera dies. Come on. So I'm trying to contain the color, like mainly on the lid, because I have really big eyes, so it could get really crazy. So I'm trying to just keep it like right here. I don't know how to use the pinky over here. Ugh. I should have switched hands. We have finished. Finally, that took longer than I expected. My Ember cup is dead. So I get to clean all of this up now, and I guess I have to wait until Shelly gets home to actually film the jewelry video. But maybe I can get all prepped for that and like get all the pieces out, figure out the order that I want to share them in. I told you guys in the last video that we were gonna go apartment hunting, and we did. So I actually took videos yesterday. I didn't vlog it just because we were going around with different people that worked at the apartments, and so I didn't want to like interrupt their speech because they were kind of giving us a tour and telling us about everything. So I did film clips on my camera, but I just didn't say anything. So I'm gonna dictate to you guys how it went in each apartment, and then I can show you guys inside of them. But I just wanted to stress, I guess, before I show the apartments, that Shelly has not re-signed for next year at FC Tulsa. So we have no idea where we're gonna be. We're just doing this to try to be proactive in case he does re-sign and we do come back here, then we know exactly where we wanna live. So that's why we did this. We have no idea if we're actually gonna live in any of these places. So that's my little spiel. Just made some breakfast, the usual. So I've always heard of dogs wanting your food and staring at you while you're eating, but I've never experienced this with a cat. And she does this every single time you eat anything. This cat, I swear to God, I think it's because she's feral. She's just obsessed with food. Like, there's no boundaries. She will eat anything. She even loves curry potatoes. She loves asparagus. Like, what cat steals asparagus out of the pan? I don't, who are you? What are you? Ooh!
Booga booga! Hey.
Shelly, look at her. Oh, she moved. She was looking over her belly, you know, when she does that. Woo! She's really needed to be roughened up this morning.
Gotcha.
Gucci! Where is she going?
Oh!
Where is he going, Gooch? Where is he going? Where'd he go, Gooch? Good. See that? She's coming.
Hey!
So good news, Shelly said that he would help me film the jewelry video. So I've just curled my hair. I'm gonna wait and just let the curls kind of cool, and then I can brush them out. So right now I look like Shirley Temple. But I'm gonna redo my nails really quick. So I have, when I show the jewelry in the jewelry video, I just wanna look presentable. So I'm gonna do that. It dries really quick. Well, I'll show you what I use. So it's this. Sorry if that's really hard to read. And it's in the shade Nail Corrector 552. Let's see if it focuses. Nail Corrector 552. I really love this stuff. You just put on like 2 coats and that's it. It's just a really, really sheer, like your nails but better kind of, and it makes them really, really strong as well. Yeah.
I'm Nike back here.
Babe! You can't, I'm in the way, you can't see you. What if I just did a time lapse and I didn't catch that? Shelly, will you film a little part with me where we talk about the pros and cons of the different places?
And why is it that large? And what are stars anyway?
Oh my God.
Things that would like to be stars. We begin our journey with Earth, not to learn anything, just to get a vague sense of scale. The smallest things that...
Shelly is looking for snacks while he's cooking. In the middle of making his food, he's looking for other food.
How would you focus on yourself?
This is more interesting. Only you cut watermelon in long strips like that.
They're bite size.
For who? What is wrong with you? This one, no. This one is bite size right here. That one. You crazy? All right.
Start us off.
Well, this is what you've all been waiting for. It's like 5 minutes after I just vlogged, but I changed because I filmed something else. Anyways, apartment tours, apartment hunting. Shelly wants me to reiterate again, even though I already did about 5 minutes ago in this video. He has not re-signed for Tulsa.
I just know as soon as you're like, oh, we're looking for apartments for 2021, there's going to be, 100 comments like, so you're coming back? What's the plan? And it's
we're just
planning.
trying to be proactive in case he does resign. Because it literally could be in 2 weeks, it could be in 5 weeks, it could be in 2 months. Like,
it could never happen.
we could go to China.
You never know.
You never know. So anyways, we decided to look at 3 apartments because I had certain requirements.
That's it.
Shelly just wanted a different apartment. So we love this one. It's big. It's a good price. We love the area, but we just want something different. So we were looking for slightly better quality than what we have. Not anything crazy, just a little bit. More aesthetic. We still like the size. 1 bedroom probably. And just in a different location. Your hair looks really good right now.
Does it?
What did you do?
Nothing. Well, I mean, I put gel in
Looks
it.
like you blow dried it like perfectly back.
Oh yeah, for like 30 minutes I
No.
was working on it.
I don't even have a blow dryer here. Anyways, so we chose 3. And we're just going to go through the pros and cons of each one. I didn't vlog looking at the apartments yesterday, but I did take video. So I'm just going to overlay that footage while we're talking about each one. I'm not going to say the names or the exact locations just because I don't want to get murdered, the usual. So let's go. Let's start with number 1. No! This is the exact coordinates. No, the first one is downtown, and it is, I'll just give you guys a little background. It is a historic restoration of a historic building. So it was a bank built in 1917. So in the lobby, they kept the original brass fixtures, the elevator, there was some other brass stuff, I think like mailboxes and things. Real stone, it's the same stone from the original building, and then they just renovated each floor to make the new apartments. So there was old charm and new everything else. What are your pros and cons?
Yeah, for that, the pros I would think would be, it'd be cool to live downtown. I've never lived downtown before, so like it'd be a new dynamic. It'd be something I've never really done. I've always kind of been in smaller suburbs or neighborhoods or something like that outside of the city, so I think that would be cool. Having said that, it's also a con because parking was tough there.
Yeah, they didn't have their own parking structure. It was across the street, so you'd have to walk if it was snowing or raining or
hot or anything.
Late at night.
And then also like, the cons of living downtown, it's like if maybe walking around downtown is just a little bit worse of an area compared to other apartments that we looked at. The pros are also that like it was beautiful inside. The windows are really cool. Like I said, being downtown and the big windows, and it was an awesome like kitchen and living room area.
Huge kitchen,
really nice counters. Like I could really see like having like a really nice setup in there. The con though was that the 1 bedroom in those places were tiny.
Yeah,
like they were
really
very small.
Like our bed would barely fit in the bedroom.
And then even the living room too, it'd be hard to like even fit. So I think that it would have to be a 2 bedroom if we lived there. So it'd be more expensive, and then you're having the parking costs. That would definitely be the most expensive option. So that was a con. But in terms of like how the apartment was, like I really liked everything else about it.
Yeah, the style was great. Clean. The roof was gorgeous, 360 views, really modern, but it's like you can never go outside here, so there's really no point. That shouldn't matter to our decision. No pool, which was a con for Shelly.
It's a big con because like
to swim.
I like to go to the pool like 2 or 3 times a week for like pool recovery workouts, just to get in the water, and also because since it's so hot 6 months out of the year and boiling hot, the only time you can really be outside is if you're next to a pool or go into the water. So pools are really big for me in Tulsa.
And I like to watch him go in the pool. So that's important to me. Yeah, so there was pretty much like no amenities. There's like a dog washing station, but we can't take Gucci there. So that one just doesn't really work for our lifestyle, but it is beautiful. So that breaks my heart. Apartment number 2. Just a brief overview of this one. It's a little outside of downtown, so the neighborhood's a little bit nicer, a little bit more residential, obviously. It's a cylindrical building. It's a circle, and it's really, really tall, like 32 stories.
Everybody, if you live in Tulsa, they're just going to know which one it is.
The one big circle building, okay? But anyways, well, the circle part's important because every single apartment is a pie shape because they have to, split it up like that. So everybody has a view. That's a pro. But for me, the con was when your apartment's like a pie shape, you have like these weird, awkward spaces, and the whole back part of the apartment is all really, really small and tight, and then you get obviously wider at the end, which is amazing with the big windows. But 6 months out of the year when we're here, it's boiling hot. So I don't think it's really smart or economical to have an entire wall of windows, even though that was a pro for him.
Yeah.
And there was a balcony, which he likes, but there was something noisy on it, like a fan. And also, I don't want Gucci 20 stories above ground in case that door gets opened, or in case, like that would just freak me out. So that was a big con for me, but there was an amazing gym, a huge gym, like just as big as like a commercial gym, pretty much. But it was built in 1968, I believe. So it was older. It wasn't as new. You could tell it like needed to be updated. Do you think they're ever going to watch my video?
Who?
The apartment complex.
The owner of the apartment complex? I don't know.
I'm sorry, but it needs a little love. I just want, like, if we're going to improve, if we're going to, upgrade, I just want something better than the quality of this. So. Yeah,
for me, the pros for sure was like the lowest apartment you can get was the 9th floor. So like no matter what, you're going to get really cool views out into the water, to the downtown, or to the suburbs around it. Like we looked at the apartment on like the 20th floor, which was awesome. The views were so cool. I could only imagine what it'd be like watching the sunset on that side. And you can see downtown, you can see the water. So I really liked that. And they had all these windows. So I thought like the living area, the office area was like really cool, light coming in. I mean, I can see how it'd get hot. But I really like that vibe. But the kitchen was tiny, bathroom was tiny.
The kitchen was so small. There was like 30 inches of space.
So the pros would just be like, it'd be cool if you're just in the living area and the views, but then that comes with the cons of that.
Yeah, if you're not bathing or cooking, then you're fine.
Yeah, but like I think, I mean it'd be tough to have 2 people do anything in the bathroom.
Yeah, we couldn't be together in the bathroom, or not that we would be together in the bathroom, or in the kitchen. Like both of us could not be in the kitchen, which is like no.
Which is good because whenever I cook,
he needs to clean up while I'm cooking.
No, because whenever I cook, this is the thing, we take turns cooking. So when Mimi cooks, I focus on whatever I'm going to do over here, work,
he
emails.
Leaves me alone.
When I cook, Mimi comes and watches over my shoulder the entire time.
I just like to be there. I just stand there.
So that would be tough. But yeah, I could see how it'd be a little impractical, but it was cool to be that high up. Like another cool like dynamic. I've never lived higher than like the 3rd or 4th floor anywhere.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like if we were in a city where the weather was really nice for a large majority of the year, I would love to have a cool balcony like that. But like, it's just not practical. Like the weather's becoming like reasonable, and we're like about to leave. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking more practically. So the 3rd apartment. No. The 3rd apartment is also kind of on the outside of downtown, and it's brand new. So everything is amazing and nice and new, and restoration hardware, furnishings, fixtures, the kitchen's brand new. We thought going to this one that the 1 bedroom wouldn't be big enough, but I think it would totally work. And we looked at some with really like extra high ceilings, so that was amazing. I think I got videos of both, regular height ceiling, which was the model apartment, and then a regular one with really high ceilings. So we would obviously love to get that one. And the bathroom was unreal. Double vanity, light up mirror, huge closet with washer and dryer, shower, large bedroom. I mean, there was like we didn't really have any cons.
Yeah.
Oh, rooftop pool.
Yeah, that one just seemed like it had the most pros and the least amount of cons. Like it was like all brand new. I really liked it inside. The one bedroom still felt big enough where it was like you didn't feel cramped, so it wasn't like you needed 2 bedroom. They had the pool, rooftop pool, which is really cool. And yeah, it just felt like it felt like a good upgrade, but like it was like you're not really losing out on that much.
Yeah. And big gym.
A big gym.
Big gym. Yeah, and it's not, it's because our whole thing is we want to do like a really slow lifestyle creep. So we don't want to just go from this to like, 3 times the price. We just want something a little bit better, something different. And I think that would be perfect. So. And
it's really, I mean, both this and the first one was downtown and the second apartment and this apartment are both like just 5 minutes south of it. So it was like
Stop telling them where
just 5 minutes outside of the city. I can't even say that.
No, you just said south.
Both the second and third apartment were just outside of the city. So it was like real quick into the city, really good location, suburb neighborhood around, and also decently close to like the training facility and everything. So yeah, I thought like all those apartments location wise were really cool. But yeah, the third one for sure, most pros, least cons. Most prawns. Had a lot of prawns.
They have both.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I didn't really have any cons for that one, really. I guess views, but like, I don't know. It's not really like a deal breaker for me. The apartment's more important. So that's our decision. Number 3, if we come back to Tulsa.
Pick number 3, my lord.
And if there's an apartment open, you good?
Have you ever seen that in Shrek?
Yeah.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Yeah, you just made me watch Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. We have no idea where we're going. That was fun though, and I would love to do that again.
Yeah, but it's always funny whenever you like start to plan and think about like, okay, yeah, well, if we come back here, this is where we're gonna live. Then that's when you don't get a contract and you have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, like once we finally find a place.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna change. So.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That's our life. In case I don't vlog anymore today, then thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And make sure to watch my jewelry video.
Give me a plug.
Subscribe. You don't need a plug.
Give me a plug.
No.
Subscribe to become elite.
No. All right. Well, thanks for filming this with me. Let's move on with our lives now.
you just drag it out.
I just don't want to get up. That's the thing. Do you want to turn it all off?
Yeah.
Thank you. Mimi's first ever lasagna. Are you excited?
I just want to brag about it, yeah.
It looks good, and it's 100% vegan. I don't know why.
Not.
Yes, it is.
No, the noodles.
What about the noodles?
Are they vegan?
Yeah, this is 100% noodle 100% vegan.
Let me see the box.
Ingredients: semolina flour. Suck it.
This product is manufactured on equipment that processes products containing eggs. This means it's not vegan.
Yes, it is. As I said, Mimi's world famous
Vegetarian
vegan lasagna. But the noodles were prepared in a factory that also uses eggs, so watch out.
So it's a vegan lasagna, but don't feed it to any vegans.
It's vegan! I hate you.